Hey everyone, David Lee here, Texas Horns football. Welcome back to our 2019 Longhorns position by position preview breakdown. This video is the quarterbacks, okay, the leaders, obviously about 99% about Sam Ehlinger, but overall thoughts about just kind of the position heading into the season. Don't know if we've had this much confidence in a quarterback heading into the season in a decade. We'll look at a few specific things about Sam later, but it's really been since the Colt McCoy era that we've had an honest, consistent answer at quarterback. It's been 10 years. I mean, we've gone through the eras of Garrett Gilbert, right? Case McCoy, David Ash, Tyrone Swoops. Gerard Hurd was the answer for about a minute there. So a lot of up and down over the past decade, a lot of uncertainty at the quarterback position, in really the first time in 10 years that we've headed into a season with this much confidence. So, looking back last year, just a touch on 2018, obviously Sam grew up a ton from week one. The coaches, Tom Herman, Tim Beck, were obviously super confident that he could get the job done going with Sam as the starter. We just saw him excel a ton as a passer, get a lot better, get a lot more confident, protect the ball. He set a school record for most passes without an interception, which was totally different from the Sam Ehlinger we saw in 2017 as a true freshman, where you could count on Sam to give you one or two interceptions per game that year when he was trading time with Shane Buechele. So, obviously, I think a big loss with Shane. I think Shane going to SMU for his last season, leaving the program, is a much bigger impact, a much bigger loss than a lot of fans want to admit. Not just in snaps, but to have a solid backup that you trust while having a guy like Sam out there who just loves to run the ball and pound the ball and do whatever it takes to get the job done and take on that pressure. Just a lot of confidence there last year with a guy like Shane. Sam missed essentially a game and a half. Pretty much missed the entire Baylor game and then missed the second half of the Iowa State game, which was a big game. Iowa State was good last year. They finished number 3. So, looking at what we have here, taking a look at the quarterback position in the QB room, just looking at Sam and then the two backups. Obviously, Casey Thompson, the redshirt freshman from Oklahoma, and then Rashawn Johnson, the true freshman who comes in. Rashawn Johnson's a little bit bigger than Thompson. Casey Thompson is a little bit more of that kind of hybrid dual threat running quarterback. Sam is as well, but Sam's more of a sledgehammer, and Casey Thompson is a little bit more nimble than what Sam brings to the table. But I fully expect to see some Casey Thompson this year. I could really see the coaches giving Casey Thompson a few snaps in some specific packages and maybe even putting Keontae Ingram and freshman Jordan Whittington in the backfield with him to kind of keep the defense honest and to keep them guessing. Casey Thompson can throw the ball too, but it's going to be really interesting to see if the coaches actually end up using Casey Thompson just to throw some wrinkles in there, which would be, I think that would be cool to see. Not expecting Rashawn Johnson to play at all this year. Would be great if he could redshirt. So far we've got Hudson Card coming in next year, so that's kind of where things stand now. But taking a look at Sam a little bit more specifically, obviously has grown up a ton. He is totally mature, and for Sam, I just wanted to do something special with these videos and just kind of look at 5 main points, 5 hot takes for Sam Ehlinger. And then we touched on it earlier, but really haven't had a solid answer at quarterback since Colt McCoy. So it's really cool to see the team going into a season absolutely knowing who your leader is. I also think Sam embodies the type of culture that Tom Herman wants to build at Texas, just a tough mentality on offense and on defense, to where you can really just kind of wear teams down. I really think that's what Tom Herman's trying to build here, and having Sam at quarterback, really epitomizing that type of playing style, is awesome. And then I also put in here that Sam is an adequate passer. He's not incredibly accurate, but he will get the job done when it comes to passing downfield. He is decisive in his throws. He doesn't double clutch the ball and second guess himself a lot. We saw that I think happen more in 2017 as a true freshman, and really why Texas fans love Sam so much. It's his toughness. He's a smart kid. He's obviously mature, and he's just that type of gamer player. He is, I think, a Tim Tebow style of player, to where that he is absolutely going to put the team on his back, put the offense on his back, and he loves being in that spot. He actually thrives in pressure, and that's so cool to see. Still made some key mistakes last year. I think his pocket awareness got better. I still think it can get a little bit better. This year we saw him take that safety in the end zone in the Big 12 championship game that really sealed the game. And maybe just kind of being more aware of those things. But overall, you gotta love having this guy as your quarterback. Just the offensive production that he's going to put out, but I think number one is just his leadership ability. You've got to have a guy like that your entire offense is confident in, that your offensive line is confident in, your receivers, running back, and now he's a junior heading into his second year as the starter. So that's just something that's invaluable. And then number 4, I put here that I really think he's going to miss LJ Humphrey more than most people think. Humphrey provided that middle of the field slot position that Sam just 100% trusted. Humphrey's the bigger receiver, almost kind of the size of a really athletic tight end, and he just outbodied people. He would just put his body between Sam and the defender and make the catch. I mean, how many times did we see Sam go to LJ for a first down catch, for a 7, 8, 10-yard play? A lot of them happened on third down when to keep a drive alive. And losing a guy that gives you that type of confidence, I think is going to be a bigger impact than what most people are talking about. It's going to be interesting to see who fills in that H receiver spot there, kind of in the middle in the slot. We'll look at that in another video, but going to be interested to see if that is an obvious thing that's missing, and to see if Sam is still going to maintain that confidence of throwing over the field into some higher traffic. And then number 5, the guy just gets the job done. He just does. Like I said, he steps up in pressure. He loves the pressure, and whether it's calling his number at the goal line to run the ball in, whether it's making a big downfield sideline throw to Colin or to Devin, or allowing Colin to just go up there and get it. Sam's not afraid to just put it out there. And that's awesome to see. And that makes everybody else around him better. And the other thing that I would say about Sam is that I stood around him for about 25-30 minutes total at Big 12 Media Days, just watching him take questions from the media. The group of media surrounding Sam's podium was bigger than any other coach or player during Big 12 Media Days, both days. I would say he probably had about 50 media members around him once he got to his podium. And the players sit there for about an hour and a half and just answer questions. And man, he sat there and was just thoughtful, incredibly mature, smart, and seemed to, just have fun with it. Was friendly, was very respectful of every question. And that was just cool to see, especially, he's a junior, a true junior. This is his third year in college. We forget a lot of these guys redshirt for a year, but Sam didn't. So it was also cool to see the amount of confidence and how much Tom Herman appreciates Sam as a leader, as a tough leader. So, gonna be so fun to watch. I can't wait to see how he steps up and how he improves his game even more. I wouldn't be surprised if Sam's, maybe going to need a little bit to get his sea legs under him. Bad news is LSU comes into town in week 2. Hopefully, that Louisiana Tech game is going to be a game where he can, just hit the ground running. Wouldn't be surprised though if the offense takes a little bit of time to figure out, how the heck do we do this without LJ, and also a super young running back group. There's no time to. There's not going to be a lot of time. Definitely going to be fun to watch. And then again, Casey Thompson, I would expect to see him a little bit. Hopefully he's ready if Sam goes down with an injury. We've seen that happen 2 years in a row now, at least kind of get banged up a little bit to where he does have to come off the field. We've seen concussions, we've seen a shoulder issue. So hopefully nothing big, but that's just the way he plays. You have to take that if you're gonna take the benefits of a guy like Sam. So let us know what you're most looking forward to with Sam. What are your thoughts? How are you hoping to see him improve? Any areas of his game that you want to see him improve, drop them in the comments. What do you think about Casey Thompson and true freshman Rashawn Johnson? How do you see them kind of fitting in for this season? And even just the style of offense that Tom Herman and Tim Beck are building there. And then obviously don't forget to give the video a like, share it out. Let us know what other types of videos you want to see. Check out the other position-by-position breakdowns here on the channel. And also don't forget to follow us on Facebook at Texas Horns Football. We've got more than 50,000 Longhorns fans on that page. So it's a great group. Come chat with us. Join us on those videos as well. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Hook 'em.